We were just speaking with Director James Cameron about the dangers associated with visiting the Titanic wreckage, specifically the dangers of the carbon fiber composite used to make the Titan submersible. One of the challenges now, trying to retrieve the wreckage of it. Joining me now is Robert Mester, founder and senior salvage master at Northwest Maritime Consultants. Robert, I appreciate you being with us. If they choose to try to bring up some of the material to try to understand exactly what happened, what kind of resources would be needed to salvage the remaining parts of that vessel?
Well, there's a number of vehicles and vessels that are available. Some are on site. Some of the factors that causes the problem is the surface condition. It's the worst weather they've had in 40 years in the North Sea, and the stability of the platform for operations is critical in order to be successful in finite location and removal of the things that they wish to bring up for investigation. So we have the equipment. The other factor is, of course, the cost to do it. It's a very expensive process.
And these ROVs that they have, the one that was able to locate the two debris fields, it does have arms that can be moved. Would the arms literally sort of pick up debris pieces, or would it bring down cables to try to wrap around them? How would that work?
It could be used to pick up small pieces, but the major portion of the hull is going to be quite heavy, and that ROV will not be able to lift it, nor will the umbilical attach to it, because it has a strength. It's not designed to lift tons of material, but it could take down other lifting utensils that could be attached and remotely inflated or filled with other materials. They used a number of techniques. One was to pump down diesel fuel from the surface to a bladder, which causes the item to rise at a very slow and fixed rate, unlike a bag that would be dangerous because it would never make it to the surface. The bag would exceed its capacity by the surface, the outside air, the pressure on it causing the bag to expand beyond its capacity. So there are a number of methods, and our military has methods and it has equipment that would make it possible. But again, it's all about the cost to move forward to get that done.
Right. And who, maybe this is a dumb question, but who would pay for that if somebody, I'm not sure who would want to. Obviously, perhaps the company would want to, but I don't know what their resources are. Is there some sort of, an organization like the FAA with airplanes that investigates these sorts of things?
Well, with the FAA, and that's a real good example to talk about, when an aircraft goes down, as we know, we have the Malaysian aircraft, which is still missing. A very large amount of money spent trying to locate that. There are a number of private companies and agencies that have a vested interest in finding out exactly what happened, because a lot of the public fly. So we recover aircraft in the water. I've been involved in many of those, and they test right down to circuits when possible in recovery. On this particular project, it's more, there's only 5 people. It's not a mode of transportation that's readily accepted or a large amount of people use. And someone's going to have to probably fund this operation. And once again, it is extremely expensive.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Robert Mester, I appreciate your expertise. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Joining me now to discuss what may have